Hey, what's up guys? BrandoMcWilli here doing another review. And not really a review, but just more of a talk in general about one of my favorite firearms that I have that I've kind of learned to enjoy and learned to actually like carrying and taking with me when I'm in the woods. And I have a couple of these, and I'll show you both here in a second in different varieties. But as you looked at some of my other videos, one of the things that I enjoy is the 41 Magnum. So what I did is I had gone out and got myself a Ruger Blackhawk in a 41 Magnum. Now, those of you that don't know much about Ruger Blackhawks, to me, the Ruger Blackhawk is the gun that would have won the West if it was invented after 1950 something. You know, if this was the gun back in the day, I think it would have competed with Colt quite nicely. And with the sights and that sort of thing that the Ruger Blackhawk has, that the Colt really didn't have as far as adjustable sights and that sort of thing, kind of sets this apart from the Colt. And also the frame and the rigidity of this Ruger also sets it apart in regard to, like for example, if I owned a Ruger Blackhawk and a 45 Colt, then I could shoot heavier loads in the 45 Colt in a Ruger Blackhawk than I could in a Colt single action. The Colt single action was a little more frail compared to this. This is a little bit beefier. So I think this would be a little bit more of a rugged gun these days. This one happens to be the 41 Magnum, and it is loaded, so I'm going to unload it here. And to show you guys how to do that, and if you're not familiar with the single action pistols, basically you have a bar here, and this bar helps you unload it, and it basically has a spring, okay, that I can just push here and it would push the rounds out. You don't open up the cylinder, you basically just open up a loading gate like so, and then basically these are heavy enough to fall out, but I would use this bar here to unload all the rounds. But like I said, these are heavy enough, they're not expanded cases, so they'll just fall right on out. And let's take a look at this fine piece of equipment. Now, the reason I bring this up, to begin with, is because, in a few weeks, we're going to actually start hunting season, especially in Georgia. Starting next Saturday, we're going to start bow hunting season. And you can see that I'm kind of getting ready for that. There are my arrows. And then my longbow that I use is a Bear Patriot longbow, and it sits right over there. And I've been getting this out and kind of practicing with it, getting my shoulder strength up and so forth, and getting my accuracy. You have to kind of practice these for quite a long while before you start shooting them. So I'm excited. Kind of gives me back to the Ruger Blackhawk. This will be on my side when I go hunting, hunting deer this year. Not during the firearm season, of course, but during the not during the archery season, of course, but during the firearm season. Anything close enough that I can take with this Ruger Blackhawk, I will. This is a fine weapon. The aesthetics of this is very nice. I like the fact that it has the safety transfer bar there. Okay, something that the Colt did not have. Okay, so I can actually load all 6 rounds in this thing. I like the sound of that. Can you hear that? Alright, those 2 clicks. That's a very nice sound. Alright, all in all, I'll give you my impressions, because I'm kind of getting off the topic here. My impressions is Ruger Blackhawk is a very nice weapon to take hunting with you. It has some nostalgia, if you like that, of the Old West, which I kind of do, to where it is a single action only weapon. Okay. Now, they do make hunter models of this particular weapon, where you can actually mount a scope and stuff right on top of the barrel, and they actually have Ruger. Ruger has its own proprietary rings where you can actually has its own rings where you can mount the scope. They also make a Red Hawk version. The Red Hawk version is a double action version versus the single action, so the cylinder would actually slide open and so forth, and be able to unload and load that way. And it also makes a hunter version of that where you can actually add scope, rings, and stuff like that. You can hunt with this without a problem. Being a 41 Magnum, there's not going to be any problem with that. It does have adjustable rear sights, okay, and a bladed front sight, okay, but I can make the adjustments in the rear using a screw here, and I can turn it left or right, up or down. The difference between this and like say the Hunter version is the Hunter version will basically have the scope rings and stuff like that. It may have a little bit longer barrel, but still I like the nostalgia of having the Old West style gun. Now I currently have it in a Uncle Mike's holster. I actually like a holster called the Outdoorsman by Galco. And let me show you that one real quick. That one's this one right here. Now what's sitting in this is a Ruger Single 6. And this is another companion that comes with me when I go hunting. Because I am scared deathly of snakes. So, not snakes as far as like little rat snakes and that sort of thing, but snakes as far as cottonmouths and rattlesnakes, which we do have on my hunting land that I lease. So this always comes and stays by me. And right now I have the 22 Magnum loads in there, and that's loaded with snake shot because I've been taking this squirrel hunting. So this goes with me, and if I see a snake on the ground, then pop it goes, and there goes the squirrel. I mean that squirrel, but the snake. So. But this is the holster I was talking about. This is the Galco Outdoorsman, and you can either use this in a cross draw, okay, where it goes this way, okay, or you can use a standard belt where it goes like this. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I didn't even look to check. But cross draw like this, or standard belt loop, so you have the standard carry like this. So I would like to get that for the 41 Magnum, but Ruger makes fine weapons. I like their single actions. And I prefer them over other single actions that I've seen, and because most of the other single actions are replicas of the Colt. This is not a replica of the Colt, this is the Ruger Blackhawk, and that's a huge difference. Actually, Colt has started making replicas of the Ruger Blackhawk in a sense, where Colt has started offering a Colt single action army similar to this one, where it has the adjustable rear sights. So I like it. I think it's a superior weapon, and you know, I can't say enough good things about it. I like it. I have taken one deer with this, you know, it had no problems with the 41 Magnum taking the deer at all. It killed it cleanly. So, if you guys are looking for a nice sidearm to carry, and you're looking, and you like the single action, then look no further than the Colt. This one happens to be the 6.5-inch version. They make a 4 5/8, I believe is what it is, and a 6.5-inch for the 41 Magnum. There's also 3 sizes that come in a lot of the other more popular calibers. I just so happen to like the 41. So 41 Magnum is my choice. So, you know, if you have any questions or comments about the 41 Magnum, please let me know. If you have any questions or comments about the Ruger Blackhawk, let me know. But I think this is a pretty cool thing. So there you go. And since it was hunting season starting up, I think it was appropriate to kind of review this gun right here. So. Any questions or comments, please let me know. And if you like the videos, please subscribe. I know these are not like weight and size reviews. There's just my impressions of what I like and what I like to talk about. So, you know, anyway, talk to you guys later.